Hello and welcome to another edition of Press the Action Button podcast. I am your host, Joystick. Sorry for getting one up on Friday and another up yesterday and then recording another one today. But that's just how things wound up going, so
it's the weekends. Time doesn't exist between weekends.
Neither do pandas.
Yeah,
we got a few of them in this room right now, actually.
The mostly silent protagonist is here again this week, and he's the only guest, I guess, on this podcast. Thank God.
Yeah.
Because having 4 people is kind of hectic. Say hi.
Hello. Yeah, last time we had 4 people. We had 3 people and a dog, so it's kind of 4 people, but not quite. It's like 3 and 3/4.
Well, maybe the dog thinks she's people.
But she did sound funny.
She'd be like, "Rrr."
Kept making sexual advances towards me.
Yeah.
The dog made sexual advances towards you.
You didn't notice. You were too busy with your podcast and your games and your nachos and your sex parties.
He does have that effect on people.
The dog?
Yeah.
Angel?
Yeah.
She?
Yeah, she's a freaky monster. Wow. This is off to a great start.
We're sorry.
Let this be a lesson for things to come.
I am sorry.
This is wow. Actually, this is pretty average.
Yeah, this not so bad, but say hi to the people, Game Face.
Hi to the people. I'm thinking like Mexican pizza. I know I always bring these episodes in like with some kind of a food reference, or maybe the annihilation of like spider monkeys in the east coast of Africa. But I don't know, Mexican pizza. Just you can't get a much better idea than that, right? Am I right?
It's like a really big round taco.
I know.
It's awesome. It is. Whoever came up with Mexican pizza should be given a Nobel Peace Prize.
And the only way that they could make a Mexican pizza better is if it was either in the shape of a woman or a Corvette, or a Corvette and a woman. Yeah, that was on fire. Not a woman that's on fire, but a Corvette that's on fire. That's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, women on fire keep screaming stuff like, put me out, and get me out of the trunk of your car.
So you know this from experience.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, I can't say I'm surprised.
Good times.
Yeah, good times having women.
They're hard to cook marshmallows on, too.
Yeah, they get kind of greasy. Too many lipids,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, the body begins to smell, and you got to do something with the charred remains. That part isn't so much fun.
Charcoal. Yeah, well, you can put it on your lawn. I mean, yeah, you got to ground it up first.
Are you suggesting using the burnt women as
Yes, tonight we will not be talking about video games. We'll be talking about how to dispose of bodies that are used to cook marshmallows in your trunk.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Welcome. Oh my God.
Topics!
I don't even know what to say to that.
Oh gosh.
Beer.
Beer is good. Beer is like women. Once you crack through the top of it, it doesn't give you
beer
any
is like
attitude.
women that, according to Homer Simpson, you crack one open, you have one, you'd step over your own mother to get one,
and they really shouldn't
and
be put
you
on
really
fire.
want another.
Yeah, I think we did set a beer on fire once. Or was that... No, it was a can of something.
I think it was soda and ended up hitting somebody in the leg.
Oh, yeah!
That's fun.
Did I tell you the story about when his friend... Was it Dave? No, it was Dave's friend Greg or something, who's being really, really annoying. And
I don't know a Dave or a Greg.
Well, Dave is just kind of like weird annoying. Greg is like annoying, and like he thought you were gonna beat him up for some reason, and then but I was sitting there in the middle of like this crap storm when we were camping out around this fire ring. And Greg was being weird, and Billy was being annoyed, and Tim was being Tim. Going off on some story, and I decided to put...
Is there any other way to describe Timmy Sean besides he was being Timmy Sean?
Exactly. Well, I put an unopened Pepsi can in the fire, hoping it might pop and scald Greg, who is standing right next to it. Instead, it decides to, the top pops off and it fires off like a rocket and pegs Tim right in the ankle. This like piping hot can of Pepsi just bing! It's like, oh, what? Well, he was drunk at the time, so he didn't even know the story until he woke up the next morning and had a bruise on his calf and wondered what happened, so he called me about it. I said, yeah, we've launched a Pepsi can at it.
He's like, you did what? Or did you recall it at that point?
I think I forget. I just remember Sean thought it was hysterical because he remembered the whole thing.
I would have laughed my ass off at it. So wait. His brother knew what happened and he had to call you?
I forget. Well, there was the one time his brother and my brother put decals on his motor scooter.
That was pretty funny.
Because he was being all serious about it. He's like, oh, it's one of those douchebags that Birdman invited over for a party. Probably stuck that on there. Do you know anything about it? No, I don't know about it. Ian, do you know anything about it? Oh, that's awful. No, Tim, I'm just kidding. Me and Sean put that on there.
I are dead.
It was pretty funny because I mean the guy drives a motor scooter.
And
everybody was, and Ferris, if you remember Ferris, the beard guy.
Yeah.
The kind of pseudo hippie.
Who also had horses that he always griped about, like doing damage to his barn or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he was like, no, Tim, you make fun of yourself. You own a Vespa, and he's like, yeah, but it's my Vespa.
Now he owns.
I'm like, no, Tim. Yeah, now he owns my Honad.
Which
my Honad Acrod. He bought my Honda for a chicken sandwich.
You're like, Tim, buy me a chicken sandwich, and I'll give you a car.
Protagonist, did I tell you that story?
No.
I did. Yeah. It was just gonna be like because originally they made it sound like you could only give something as a gift. You gotta give a vehicle as a gift if it was somebody like immediately related to you. And they're like, no. So I was like, okay, well we'll make it worth $1.50. And then they're like, no, you don't have to have a price. It can be a gift even if you're just friends. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, by the way, Tim, you owe me a chicken sandwich or something. So he bought me one. So every time he complains about the car, I say, Tim, you want to complain about it? I'll give you the chicken sandwich back. Okay?
I have the dookie saved in my refrigerator. I'm sorry, I do.
It's
all
all
like
good.
frozen like poo in your freezer.
I go through
Andrew
your poo.
always
I do.
wanted to do that.
You're supposed to go through your poo. Like,
It's like
find
it's like
tapeworm
an audit.
eggs or little
What
gems.
goes in has to be equal to what comes out. You gotta audit your digestive tract, don't you know that? It's part of Sarbanes-Oxley.
So what are we
Thanks
drinking?
to, you can thank Enron for that little stupid piece of
So
legislation.
what are we drinking?
Coors Extra Gold, slow brewed lager.
You're brewing it wrong.
You're brewing it wrong.
There's
You know
a fart
what?
joke there, but I'm
You're
not going to
brewing
make it.
wrong.
You're pooing it wrong?
Yes.
Yes, that works.
That's more like it.
Okay, crack.
Yeah, let's crack.
Yeah, he's remember 60 days.
60 days. Sure. Yeah. Oh, crap. I'm not even going to resist that. It's running all over my desk. I can wipe it up
Running
with...
away from you does not wish to be drunk.
As long as it
Drink.
does not get all over the topic, so move the topic. Like,
It's
move
not,
them over
it's
here.
Stopping,
We haven't even
Move them
looked at
over
the
here.
topics.
We got
this is
two
typical.
stories on Connect
Hey, here's a-
because it was launched this week.
Here's a phone bill I can wipe it up with. I never look at my phone bills. I do it all online
They could
anyways.
be porn and you wouldn't know because you don't look at them.
They could be
would send you
porn?
porn.
Well,
no, I
they
guess
could also. I guess they could shut my electricity off because they're racist.
electric porn.
They're racist against electric.
Verizon is racist
Because if you call and they will shut your power off because if you call up and ask for Domino's pizza, they hang up on you.
No. Damonos,
Damonos.
right? Damonos. Move the mouse, please.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. I thought we
Where's-
almost died.
Where's the
no,
cat?
No, we didn't almost die.
Oh well, now the ink, all the red ink from the Verizon bill is running all over the place, and it's kind of funny because it looked like I killed a gerbil on my desk.
With porn. You killed it with porn.
Yeah, poor gerbil choking to death on papers that porn were printed on. Then we smashed it with a hammer.
It's the only wrong porn will ever bring to the world: the death of a gerbil.
Hey, there used to be porn videos in which, like, women, like, crushed small creatures with their feet. They only illegalized this in, like, 1997.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. You know, you look on the internet, there's all kinds of weird, fucked up porn on there. I mean, stuff you never thought would exist, and you're like, oh my god, that exists.
Campaign websites.
I don't even want to think about
Yeah. Balloon and bacon porn.
pterodactyl porn.
Well, that's just funny.
Have you seen pterodactyl porn?
I have not. I'm not surprised, though.
I don't know. I thought it would be funny. I didn't really get
Does
much
it
of a
involve the
chuckle out of
beak,
it, but-
I guess, or the horn?
I don't think so.
No,
You
it
could say it was
involves a
horny.
bunch of guys doing one chick, and then they're wearing pterodactyl costumes for some reason.
Just the guys.
Yeah, just the guys, not the girl, and then they're squawking. And they totally do not look into it. They're like, "Whack! Whack!"
That would be frightening. Imagine being the neighbor. What's going on? The dinosaurs have invaded and they're taking our women.
Can you say Turok?
And that one doesn't shave his legs.
More like Duke Nukem.
Crazy
doesn't
Nuke
shave his
Dukem.
legs.
No.
All right. I'd get
Dinosaurs
along with him.
invading and kidnapping women.
Ah,
Because remember, you got like the Velociraptors or whatever you shot in that game.
I've never played Duke.
Well, the only reason that the dinosaurs are extinct is because of gay marriage.
And Duke.
Yeah, fucking gay marriage.
The gay
What the
marriage
hell?
comet came to this earth. They came from space.
It was like a comet attached to another comet. It was like gay because it was comet.
By a penis.
Yeah, because it looked like a penis. One of them did.
Oh,
And it crashed into the earth and killed all the dinosaurs with its gayness. The crash did not kill the dinosaurs. The gayness did.
And then they all turned gay and started having sex with the man, and the women just stood there looking on and talking about football. And I'm sure. I think I might have gotten that story wrong.
I think that sounds about right to me, but I was
Yes.
hanging out with my friend in the Philly area.
The chicks
I was-
became dykes.
I was yeah. Whoa. I was
They
hanging out
became
with
dinosaurs. Dykes.
Scissor
That needs to
Scissorsaurus.
be- Write that down. That needs to be the title of this episode. Dykosaur.
I like Scissorsaurus better.
Dykosaurus Rex.
Dykosaurus sex.
I'm having my period all over you.
Oh, not gnarly.
I'm done.
Dino
I
period.
have turned this into an irreversible mess. I'm sorry.
Oh, binga bunga bo. Yeah, I was
Dinosaurs
hanging out
have a Jurassic period. Oh.
You
That was
win. You
gold.
win the internet.
with you win an internet and a half.
Go me. Okay, shall we move on to the topic?
No, I was actually going to say how this weekend, me and my friend Colin and his family is like pseudo-political, and their political views and my sarcasm somehow conspired to come to the conclusion that the failure of the 1958 Edsel was a direct result of Obamacare.
Yeah, everything is a
Just
direct result of
awful.
Obamacare,
I mean,
except
awful
for the
cars.
death of the dinosaurs. That was gay marriage.
And the fall of not the fall of the Roman Empire, but the Byzantine Empire being sacked is Slate's fault.
He's probably
to
gonna
blame
hear
something.
you say
I
that.
had to blame something on him.
Okay, so we move on now
Okay, fine.
to our first topic, which is the Connect is
Reluctantly,
racist.
the Connect is very racist.
Go ahead and laugh at that, but apparently, I mean, okay.
We're sexist, but we're not
Reports
racist.
claim that
No,
the
we're not.
Connect has problems recognizing people of a darker skin. Microsoft has blamed lighting, but actually this story came from GameSpot, who, when they got the Connect, they tested it, and the people with darker skin had problems getting their facial recognition features of the Connect to work.
They're just gonna start selling like white masks and wristbands, like for black people. But then they'll have to be politically correct, so they'll show white people wearing them for some reason.
Here's your white hood.
And then it just really, yeah,
And
exactly.
your white robe.
Yeah.
Welcome to Connect.
Hey, there's that. It's
Apparently it's so racist it doesn't even like black clothing because there's a warning about that in the Connect manual.
Hey, remember Tim's thing about Hitler? This is it. It's just not Nintendo.
It's the Microsoft Hitler. Damn.
Which doesn't really surprise me because it's Microsoft.
Microsoft has made the Ku Klux Klan of video game apparatuses.
Oh gosh. You can be black and play this. You just have to wear the white.
Wear white clothing all over your body and you should be fine except for your face.
They'll just sell paint.
Paint your face white and you
Powder.
should be fine. Yeah, but I wanted to talk about this story because I read the title.
is
It's
pretty
like,
funny.
The Connect is racist? ? And I laughed my ass off.
Yes, it will not boot up if you are of an inferior race. That's what it says.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
It stood up there and it's like, I am the law and you are black, so you cannot play.
it does begin with a K.
It does begin with a K. Although the Kinect itself is black.
The Connect Klux Klan, that's what it's going to be called.
The Kinect. Good one.
I did mine with 4 Ks. I don't know why.
The I'm not even going to attempt that.
I've actually read
already
a
dug
report
myself into a hole.
That the Consumer Reports tried that and they adjusted the lighting and they said it didn't seem to matter as much, but I still think that's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, because they said, the report said that they messed with some of the lighting and they eventually got it to work, but it still had trouble recognizing people of a darker skin. Which you'd think, like, that would stand out more, but nope, the Connect is definitely race.
Maybe it's like Fallout 3.
Ooh. But I never
Well, hey,
Quality
you
testing
played
my ass.
You played the son of a black guy in Fallout 3.
So you played a black guy?
No, well, you can have white skin for some reason. Maybe your mom was white, but you play the son of a black guy, and
I
then
was
you go off
confused.
chasing him when he decides to leave the vault. It's a very, 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 very good game, and I got addicted to it for 70 hours. It's practically all I thought about for like 2 weeks.
70 hours in one night, huh?
Dude, I don't think that's I don't think that's scientifically
That's what it
possible.
felt like.
Of course there is. Don't you know anything about science? I brought science.
Obviously, I haven't studied hypertime as extensively as you, Dr. Insano.
We haven't done science enough yet.
Ketchup meatloaf.
Ketchup
Meatloaf?
I just remember being at the Camp Hill Diner the one time and Andrew was going off on a rant about quantum physics for some reason and our friend John just like grabbed him by the shoulder and went, ketchup meatloaf. And the conversation just ended there. But everyone else played it off like nothing
which
even
John?
happened. John Price. You don't know him.
Skinhead John?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay.
I was reluctant to say the name on the show.
Why?
'Cause
Because
people
people
were-
talking about the
Of course, Skinhead John is not really a
Connect
racist.
being
He's-
all like,
Well, actually, he's a prep now, but he was like a hardcore buff, and that's why, hence the name. He's not that kind of skinhead. I hate having to explain that to people, but anyway.
yeah, the Connect's all like,
Yeah, because it's Clayton, was it Clayton Bixby?
Yeah, Clayton Bixby.
Clayton Bixby, because it's a black machine. It's a rage against the black machine.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's controversial.
Yeah. Yeah, the Connect-
Provocative.
Don't buy the Connect unless you support racism, in which case you're a douche.
I don't think I'd buy the Kinect anyways.
Yeah, I had no desire to buy the Connect in the first place.
It's an eye
I mean,
toy.
yeah, it is.
Wait, Kinect is for Xbox, right?
Yeah,
I thought
and you
so.
know what? I can get an iToy with the PlayStation Move Connect. Why the hell would I want to Connect?
I just want to get an old school eye toy just to see what games were available for it because I never actually played with one. It'd just be one of those retro things to own, like a Power Glove, even though they sucked, you know.
Well, the iToy actually worked, unlike the Power Glove.
Yeah.
The PlayStation Eye is supposed to work pretty well. They had a very cool looking card game for that. That's what was it called? I can't remember, but it's like you have the cards and you place it in front of the camera, and then the creature on the card pops up on screen. And you can, like, stick your finger into the camera and interact with the creature and stuff. And then, you can watch, like, instead of just, like, imagining the cards battle like you do with Magic the Gathering, you watch it happen on screen. And I gotta admit, that's fucking cool,
That is pretty cool.
I would love the experience of swatting tiny monsters with my hand and irritating them to the point of, like, they catch fire.
Yeah, they showed, like, a demo of it, and, like, this guy was sticking his finger under the
Please do
camera.
not do that motion towards me again. That was just weird.
I'm hearing creature and then stick your finger, and I'm kind of shuddering here.
Stop saying. Tell us where he stuck it,
saying
please.
stuck or stick or any tense thereof.
Pointed in the
What else
general
am I supposed to
direction.
say?
Point, put.
He put his finger in the field of view of the camera.
Can't stop laughing at that.
I want to put my finger in your field of view.
I'm the one that was sitting there like cockpit cock last night.
What was the other thing?
Last night.
What was the other? Oh, the turkey?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, some guy Okay, I posted in a Nintendo forum on GameSpot, right? And then they were talking about wanting to change the banner because it's Halloween themed right now, so they want to get something Thanksgiving themed. And I said, you should get the dog from Duck Hunt holding up a dead turkey.
That'd be pretty cool.
As a joke, because that's kind of morbid, but...
No, it's not. It's hilarious.
But he's
No,
like...
a duck holding up the dead dog. That would be even funnier. I take it back. It's not morbid at all. It's just funny.
But he said, okay, I'll put turkey on my list of things to do. And I said, I'm high on painkillers right now, and that made me laugh. He's like, you have a naughty mind. And I said, I blame the painkillers.
Turkey on the list of things to put his finger into.
Yeah, he like put his finger in the view of the camera, right? And then the monster on screen, you could see the finger go into the camera on screen, like off to
And
the
it
side.
ran.
And
It ran so far away.
The monster like bit at it, which was cool.
Paul asks if we want to get high. I got
Yeah.
things to do. Did you just offer me weed?
Yeah, but the monster on screen with the car bit at his finger, which I thought, okay, that's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Because you can, like, interact with it. I mean, that's the whole basis for remember the iPad video I showed you?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's very much aimed at kids, but you could definitely interact with that thing in a lot of ways, which was cool. I liked how they drew something on a piece of paper and put it in front of the camera, and like a 3D image of it popped up on screen.
Yeah.
That the monkey or whatever it was interacted with.
Mm-hmm.
God, we're getting off topic.
That could get so abused,
Yeah, the Kinect
though.
is an iToy. Okay, let's talk about Microsoft being delusional, shall we?
Oh, another Microsoft. Nah.
Okay, Microsoft predicts that sales for the Kinect for this holiday season will reach 5 million. That was my basic reaction when I saw the title. I was like, 5 million? Are they fucking insane?
There aren't even that many people in the world, are there?
There's a lot more people in that world, but that freaking at the launch, the iPad did not sell that well. They think this thing is going to outsell the iPad. Are they insane?
They're Microsoft.
Well, the iPad doesn't sound like a feminine product.
I mean,
It does. You know it does.
yeah, it does. But 5 million?
Screw you, Mother Nature. I've got my iPad.
I don't know.
5 million? Really? You think it's going to sell 5 million? I was talking to my friend Eric, and I told him this. I was like, so Microsoft thinks that the Kinect will sell 5 million. He's like, hey, you never know. It could happen. You know what I replied?
Monkeys might fly out of my butt.
Word for word, that is exactly what I said. I was like, monkeys might fly out of my butt.
I'm just really hoping they have some sort of catastrophic meltdown like the original Xbox. What was it, the PS3 that caught fire and burned the disc? I want something like that to happen.
It's probably the Xbox, because that is the one that's known for failing.
Well, no, when PS3, I remember this, and I didn't trust PS3 for years after this. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say, but let me finish here. But Ian went opening day. My brother went to the mall in Shippensburg when he was going to school out there, and he went there to see it. And by the time he stood in line to play it, and by the time he got there, the thing had physically melted, and they put like they turned it off for an hour and put 3 fans on the thing, and it still would not start up because it had physically melted.
Oh, that's probably
Melted?
has a lot to do with the unique conditions of having it stored, 'cause they always have it encased in like a bubble, and there's no let out for heat in that.
True. At least the bubble didn't melt.
So
Someone
that's
stole
probably largely the store's fault. The build quality on the PlayStation 3 is actually far superior to the Xbox 360, which is probably the most problematic system
Not to
since
mention,
the NES.
it just looks better than the Xbox 360. And that's not to say that NES wasn't a great system.
Yeah, the NES is a great system, but
I had yours for a year until I killed it.
It's problematic as hell, though. We all know
Mm-hmm.
that. And the Xbox 360, I mean, the failure rate was at least 30%, 33% at its highest, and that is ridiculous. Why is what the fuck just happened? Why am I
Hello?
registering?
Hello?
Weird. Normal.
Hello?
Now it's working normal now. You try talking.
Say normal.
We just have to put the Benny Hill theme in there where your voice cut out for a second.
That was weird.
It's problematic as the NES. Hey, what happened there? And then you come back.
Maybe we had
Why
a
does
Microsoft.
Why does
We do
Microsoft-
have a Microsoft.
What the hell convinces Microsoft that this thing is going to sell 5 million
Space Trout.
in
Space Trout.
2 months?
They do have the brains of Trout, after all. Who
Any
was that we
ideas,
said
Blake?
that about last time?
Space Trout.
You think Space Trout is the...
That's what they have. They
Maybe
communicate
Space-
directly with Space Trout from their iPads, and they give them figures, and they say,
Yes, at Microsoft they have iPads instead of the Windows Phone, which...
of course.
Of course, well, yeah, they have
course.
to.
They wanna
Otherwise,
use
the
their own
Windows Phone is going to, blue screen and not work.
We use things that work over here. I don't know what the hell you other guys are using.
Your products. That's
my
what
goodness.
we're using.
We expect to sell them. I forgot. Who made up those numbers again? And then come in the Space Trout.
Mm-hmm.
Summon the antelope.
Like a lion.
However
kills an
many crap
antelope.
themselves, that's what they, Oh, yeah. Like a hammer hits a cantaloupe?
Yes. I am the anti-pope.
I am the anti-pope.
Oh, that song is so bad.
an antelope. Like a hammer hits a cantaloupe.
It doesn't even make sense. Like a hammer... Who the fuck hits a hammer with a cantaloupe? And I love how...
I have actually done that.
Why did you do that?
Just for a movie.
Oh,
I think
sound,
you hit the
recording sound
cantaloupe with a
effects?
hammer and didn't hit the hammer with the cantaloupe. That'd be kind of
Recording-
funny, though.
Was it recording sound effects?
No, actually, it was... Do you remember the scene at the Ultimate where, Tim's character saves me from the other incarnation of me? And,
No.
I had that, like, Toad from Super Mario Brothers helmet on, and, he takes the, well, at first he hits me with my own, I mean, in the final product...
Get on with it!
No, you get on with it. In the final product, he takes my machete from me and cuts my head off. But in the one of the original takes, I had a sledgehammer, and he takes it, and I put the same jacket I was wearing on like a coat hanger thing on top of a stool, and then painted a cantaloupe with the pattern that was on the helmet, and put that on top, and had him smash the cantaloupe with the sledgehammer.
Okay.
And I filled it with tomatoes too, but it didn't really work. Anyway.
Must have been delicious.
Oh yes. Got
Just get
Tim
like
all
a
wet.
syringe and put a bunch of red food coloring inside the cantaloupe.
No, I just scooped out a little bit of the bottom and stuffed it with like stewed tomatoes, like really soft ones. It was cool.
Because that's what I would do. I would like pump it full of food coloring.
Yeah, I didn't have a syringe though. Well, the thing about cantaloupes is they don't really give when you hit them. They just kind of like squish.
Well, maybe if you hit him really, really hard.
It was a sledgehammer. Tim lifted it over his head.
Oh, okay.
I got a video of it somewhere. I'll bring it up then. But let's
Okay.
let's move on.
Yeah. Microsoft, you're insane. You are not going to sell 5 million this holiday season, and I'm going to enjoy watching you fail with this thing because it is not going to be anywhere near as popular as you think it will be.
It's going to be like election night. I'm going to be sitting there like the day after Christmas, just like watching their sales count on, CNBC or something, just watching go, ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. 3,000. You guys are knocking me dead here.
Yeah, it probably sell about as well as the Move will. And the Move sold well in Europe, but I mean the PlayStation 3 has kicked the shit out of the 360 over in Europe.
Oh shit!
And the notes will no longer be part of our program. Now it's just me speaking in this voice.
Okay, so,
Bell peppers.
there are reports claiming that the PlayStation 2 has been confirmed via an interview with Patrick Solander,
Swayze?
an executive producer at EA Europe. It is supposed to have a touchpad,
Wait, what are we talking about here?
the PlayStation Portable 2.
It's on wheels, kids!
It's supposed to have a
Skate on it.
touchpad, an analog stick, and a large screen. First of all, if this is true, I think the touchpad is a good idea, though I've heard that the touchpad is on the underside of it, which is weird.
That's like having a car with like the steering wheel on the hood.
Yeah, that's weird. And it's supposed to have
You
two
can play it in the
analog
mirror, I
nubs,
guess.
which obviously people have been bitching about the analog nub for the PlayStation Portable since the thing launched in 2004.
I could care less. I was an N64 boy, but whatever.
glass.
What does that have to do with the PlayStation Portable?
It has everything to do with the PlayStation Portable.
It has nothing to do with the PlayStation Portable.
If E equals MC squared, then all forces act upon the 1958 Edsel. It's a fact, dude.
You know what? The Hindenburg crashed because of Obamacare.
I know. It was too bloated.
Yeah, just like
Pro-
Obama, it was way too full of itself, so it blew up.
Provocative. Anyway, do we do this in like every episode where we just have to digress to like political discourse? I don't think people are digging it. Although it's kind of hard to tell because we don't even get positive comments for the things that people probably do like. So
We don't
come on,
get
people,
positive
drop
or
a
negative
line.
Come on, people, talk to us.
Talk to us. Call us. Mofos.
This is like episode 32. 32.
That's a
We've been-
3 and a 2
I didn't
combined.
know that.
But does that equal
Yes.
5?
Yeah, I mean episode 5 would have been nice, but yeah,
We did episode 5 a long. I wonder what the hell we did on episode 5. It's been so long I don't even remember.
We probably belched rainbows.
Safety dance.
That was
We
one
can
of
dance.
the earliest.
We can dance. Everybody talk with your pants.
I don't think the burp was in the original, but that's a good remix. I like it.
Actually, it probably. Oh yeah.
Everybody talk with your pants?
Yeah. You don't talk with your pants? Oh gosh, this is getting bad.
This is getting weird. Blee just hit himself in
Really
the nuts.
talks to
with the
Yeah,
pants.
my
microphone.
pants don't like this.
Please don't take your pants off like Slate did.
Oh, that's okay. I don't have any
He did
control
it too.
over it.
He did it too, and then he took his like.
Put that over there.
He
We're
took his shorts down to like top of like. Oh jeez.
Was it a penis, Alex? Was it a penis?
Almost. It was like if his lap was like an elephant, this is like the elephant's like forehead and eyebrows. I was sitting there by the door going, "Oh,
That was
why
the
are you
best
here?"
analogy ever.
Wait, you were there,
Yes.
so
Yes,
you
I
know what I'm
was.
talking about. Elephant's forehead and eyebrows, ladies and gentlemen. Real class act.
Yeah. My mind blocks that, so
Hey, my mind did too until just now.
So, PlayStation Portable 2.
yes, the PlayStation Portable 2. It's been rumored for a long time, and this is like not 100% confirmed because it's not coming from Sony, but there's been a lot of developers recently that have said that they've got their hands on the PlayStation Portable 2 and they can't talk about it. So, I mean,
It's probably because it
Put as
doesn't
much-
do anything. It's like a brick. Oh, I got a PlayStation Portable 2. Oh. It's on the underside. What? Ah! That's when
Knowing-
they hit the glass.
Knowing Sony, there's one thing will be certain, and that is it will have an amazing screen. The PlayStation Portable has an amazing screen. It always has, and it's only gotten better since the launch of it with the versions 2 and 3 of the PSP.
I just had a really good idea. I don't know how it would sell, but we need to design a gaming console that's, like, absolutely sucks, but it's reliable. Like, it's basically, imagine a thing about the size of a mason's brick, like a typical red brick. And it's about as heavy, and all the working parts are in the very center, and they occupy about the size of a postage stamp. And that's about all the bigger the screen is, and it's under about an inch of plastic. So it is indestructible, and it will always function as well as it functioned when you first bought it, which will just happen to be like crap. Like, it won't even be like Pong. It'll be like 4 pixels arranged in a cube, and you just like, it has like 4 shoulder buttons, and you just play Simon with it. But it'll do that for a million years.
For a while there, I was thinking you were gonna be like, didn't they already do that? Create a crappy console and call it the Philips CDI?
Yeah, but the Philips CDI stops working. This won't. This will be like something that like elementary school children can put in their time pods.
Yes, kids, it'll be working long after you throw it through your first window to loot something or knock out your first brother.
Had in a while since we were in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Wait, did it just stop registering? Like, what the fuck?
You're doing it wrong.
Come on, man. Come on. There we go. What is going on?
Cables are going bad.
Sexually excite the cables.
That's not
too.
good. I guess it's a good thing that these microphones were cheap, though, huh?
Put your finger in the field of vision.
They're like $4 microphones, huh?
So we can replace them easily if they do go bad.
Oh, snap. The text message is from Chris Brinkley, a.k.a. Glitch. Hey, dude, just found out a friend of mine is selling a Sega Genesis Menacer gun.
Keith Epicary carried one of those around at E3 and pointed at people.
I'd rather have Alex's brick gun.
Yeah. What can we call that? Yeah, that's fine. I go by my, Billy just asked if he can call me Alex. Yeah, I can go by either one.
You can go by Alex or Gameface.
I usually don't call people by their code names. I try to, but I usually screw it up anyways.
Yeah, I just forgot.
It's cool.
Yeah, yours is long, so...
Just call me.
Or Blee.
Yeah, I call you Blee. You're in my phone as Blee Riglamo.
I don't know where the Riglamo came from. It's like the time I asked my brother, "Hey Ian, what's the
where
past
did
tense of..."
Rigloid come from? Huh?
Oh, it's like a scientific term.
Space trout.
Those space trout.
See
I
that?
tell you, man. Space trout is the reason that... Not
Yeah,
gay
we need
marriage. That's the reason that dinosaurs are extinct, is freaking space trout. They came down, they plugged up the dinosaurs' pores, they couldn't perspire, they couldn't flatulate, they couldn't complain.
Maybe the space trout came down and gave the dinosaurs gay marriage, and that's why they died out.
Oh.
Space trout priests.
Ooh.
Oh man, this is
We need to write book.
This is like the bullshit network right now.
As opposed to... Isn't that pretty much what it's always been?
We're just blaming shit like left and right. Hindenburg blew up because of Obamacare. Space Trout are at the head of Microsoft. Gay marriage killed the dinosaurs.
And Spain is Spain.
Yes.
Poodles.
Now known as New Spain.
I don't think we've quoted anything in a while, so what time are we at?
40 minutes.
Okay.
Almost 41.
We should move on to the next topic.
Is this only topic number 3?
It's topic number 4.
Oh, okay.
One more than 3.
EA claims that free-to-play games will phase out consoles. And this is coming from a guy who developed...
What do you mean free to play?
Like, you can download the game for free and play it for free.
Oh, okay.
And EA has one of those called Battlefield Heroes, and it's supposed to be an actually decent game. And the guy that's like the head of the development or whatever for it did a conference recently where he said that basically games like Battlefield Heroes are going to phase out consoles, and it's not going to happen. I don't know what delusional world this guy is living on, but that's not going to happen.
Probably Spain.
Yeah, Spain is a delusional world.
It's true. Has anybody ever been to Spain? No.
No, I haven't.
I'd
We
love
can
to,
only
actually.
dream of Spain.
They got this castle magic over there.
Yeah, Spain may or may not exist.
I would love to go to Spain. Actually, a guy I went to high school with just up and moved to Spain this one time.
So
it
we
was
left
funny.
the plane of existence.
So he
Yeah.
says. Maybe he moved to
North. Maybe he moved to something else.
Finland.
You know what else is fictitious? North Dakota. Really? Does anybody... I think I'm quoting something here. I'm not sure what it's from, but I've heard it a million times. But think about it. Has anybody ever been to North Dakota? Do you know anyone who lives in North Dakota? Do you know anyone who's moved to North Dakota? No. As far as we know, there may very well just be a large rectangular void there. Or Area 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 59.
Welcome to South Dakota's non-existent brother.
52.
Hmm?
But not Area 52 or 53.
Of course not. That would just be stupid.
Yeah, that kind of...
It's green, go black, no register.
It keeps, not registering my voice. See, there it goes again.
Wow.
Not registering
that's
my voice.
bizarre. Hang on.
It's not plugged in well or something.
Wiggling.
Let's see, which one is yours?
That one.
Poke it.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna improvise a bit here for a second. Pardon me a second.
And the can is destroyed.
My bad.
First casualty of the improvisation.
Left it
Fail.
I would provide running commentary, but I'm sitting right now.
Try that.
Let's see if that'll work. Cause my voice, there it goes again. What the fuck?
It's just kind of dwindling. It's not even cutting in and out now. It's just kind of dwindling.
It's like I'm not plugged in well or something. I don't know.
Here, switch me microphones. Maybe the mic just doesn't like you.
Yeah. See, there's another spot where it did it. Look at that.
On top of spaghetti, all covered video games.
I don't know what I'm doing here, but
Let's see if
let's see what does this to me now. Now I'm too loud.
Yeah. So speak a little bit quieter then. I mean, that's the solution. Otherwise, I don't have a solution. There. Let's see how that works. That seems to be working. Hopefully, my voice does not go in. And hopefully, it wasn't too bad, so I don't have to spend 6 hours editing it like I did that one time.
6 hours and $4 on a new microphone. Freaking capitalists.
Yeah.
Should be just a chicken sandwich.
Freaking capitalist breaking the Roman Empire again. I miss that Roman Empire. They had the best penne alla arrabbiata ever.
Oh yeah, consoles being phased out by free-to-play games. I
Yeah,
remember
Hang on,
a topic.
Free to play,
Is that-
download. Hang on. You mean free to play games like downloadable Wii Virtual Console or
No, I mean free-to-play games like you download them to your computer for free and play them online for free.
You can't get past. I mean, yeah, consoles are getting to be more like PCs now or like computers, but you just can't. The whole box that
You're
plugs
not-
in your TV, you just can't get past that. I don't like having to personally. I don't like having to start up a machine and boot to an operating system just to play a video game.
I have never.
I did it all weekend, but
I never sign on to the internet to play games. I would find that extremely weird to actually have that running and play a game on the internet. It would freak me out, and if it started slowing down, I would get angry and throw things. So
Well, I play on the internet when I'm playing multiplayer on my console or whatever, you know? I mean,
I don't do that because I'm emotionally fragile.
I mean,
if I'm
that's
destroyed by
like-
a 12-year-old, I will break.
suggesting that a game like Battlefield Heroes is gonna phase out consoles is kind of suggesting that single-player games are gonna go away, and that's not gonna happen.
narp.
I'm antisocial even in gaming, so
I know, right? Same here.
Yeah.
Half the reason I don't game so much is because there's always people around when I try to do it. Those pesky people.
invisible people contained in wires. There's one right now!
I don't even like the fact that human beings are making games.
Games made by Space Trout.
Can't we just dig up like the old organic ones like we used to? I mean, there's plenty of like game reserves in the Marcellus Shale of northern Pennsylvania. Come
Or
on.
Dakota.
What? I am confused.
Dakota.
You know, like these old
The
school video
void that is
games.
North Dakota.
These old school video games, they came from like land reserves, and now they're trying to.
You just went up to the video game tree and like plucked them.
No, it's not a tree. Marcellus Shale, northern Pennsylvania, dude. Do your homework.
It's being hunted to extinction.
Reaching for my vodka.
I'm just babbling.
Vodak.
That's how we like
There's
it the
one
best.
more beer. You want it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna save that. I poured this like an hour ago.
Man, Vodak. Vodak.
Do a Google image search for Firestarter vodka. It has the awesomest bottle ever. It kind of sucks, but it's worth it just to get the bottle. I'll have that bottle forever.
The last topic is kind of a big one. The last topic is kind of a big one.
We might not get derailed.
It's about a court battle over violent video games that reached the Supreme Court. Started this week.
Did I mention I got this bottle of vodka from a gay Asian?
Occasion.
A Gaysian. I did. It's kind of funny. Anyway.
The proposed law would treat violent video games like porn. The court case is not expected to be resolved until July of 2011 because once things get up to the Supreme Court, you can't solve them quickly. No.
Now, how do you mean? Aren't they already kind of like that? I mean, they're
No.
restricted. Well, how so? How so treated like porn?
Oh, you'll have to steal them from your local.
Well, obviously,
7-Eleven.
porn, for
They
the
can be
most
hid on
part,
the
like
mattresses?
porn movies and stuff like that, you can't buy those at most gas stations and shit. You got to go to a specific store to buy them, and like, you
Hey,
Pass
there's a
some
lot of
draconian
video
tests.
stores. There are a lot of video stores, though, that you can still get porn at. You just have to ask for it separately.
You ask for the key.
yeah,
And that's
you'd
not
have to
that
do
bad.
that for violent video games and stuff like that, which I don't fucking want that to happen. I don't want to have to be like,
Why don't they just make
I don't see it on
video games?
display. Do you have the newest Metal Gear Solid game? Because it's too violent to put on a shelf.
They just turn red in the face. I wanted to play some Metal Gear Furby.
Feed me or I'll make a giant
this,
old man thing that comes back and isn't solid and sometimes it's called a snake.
Yeah, something like that.
I know you're gonna be shocked by this, Alex, but this law started in California.
California.
I think we should
It was
just outlaw
signed
California.
into law
Yeah, let's make California
in
illegal.
2005,
Wow.
and
Not
then
surprised.
it was struck
Illegalizing
down
Happy
very,
Meal.
very quickly after being signed. Before it could officially become a law, it was struck down and seen as unconstitutional. And in 2007, it moved up to courts.
It's unconstitutional. We're California. That's like Eastern stuff, man.
California is unconstitutional.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
That's why they need to.
California
They put green peppers on hamburgers. That is so unconstitutional.
Hey, no, that's awesome.
No,
Have you ever had green chili peppers on hamburgers?
chili peppers, but I'm talking about like bell peppers.
I'm talking about chili peppers.
Hey,
because
that's all in the
freaking-
world.
Really red hot chili peppers.
freaking, they do that in New Mexico, and it's
Music
awesome.
puns.
Yeah,
See, well, New Mexico is not
Chili
California.
peppers are one thing, but bell it's all the interpretation of the founding fathers' documents, because they say peppers, and a lot of people think that peppers, without any further clarification, denotes bell peppers.
And they should
But-
not be in video games.
It's James Madison, man. Him and his pepper farms.
it's Brian Peppers and his bell pepper love.
Oh gosh.
He puts his fingers in them
Anyway,
in their field of.
yeah, I think
vote
this
for
is
him.
going to wind up ending up the exact. I'm thinking and really hoping that it's going to wind up ending the exact same way as when they took both movies and comic books to court, which they will be protected under. Video games will be protected under the First Amendment. They're making arguments that we can protect ourselves against. We could protect like little kids against games like Postal 2, which is an absurdly violent and ridiculously over-the-top game where that doesn't even have a point besides kill people.
You
And
get milk. You kill people while you're getting milk and fighting the Taliban. I own the game.
you played Postal 2.
And the movie. It came with the movie.
Postal 2 came with the Postal movie.
$9.99.
Did I watch that with you? I think I did.
I think you might have, yes. But
Nice.
I completely agree. It's very over the top and ridiculous.
You can like set people on fire and like piss them out and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Billy, have you seen Machete yet? I forget.
I have. I would recommend everybody go see that movie
Machete
after they
is
wrote this California law
Badass.
into
Didn't you go see Machete with us?
Did you forget that you saw the movie?
I don't see movies. I don't.
Obviously not.
We haven't seen a movie since
Would you
Machete,
remember
have
if
we?
you saw the movie?
Anyway,
I've seen them. I just don't remember who I'm with.
You don't remember remembering them.
I'm pretty sure we did go see Machete with you, right?
I think that's what we just established there with all that giggling, right? Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait,
I don't even remember, so I feel like a douche.
You don't remember either, and you're bragging on him. That's
There were
funny.
people
That's funny.
rappelling down the outside of a band's intestines.
'Cause we-
was inside the building. I mean,
Yeah, it was
Come on, people.
awesome.
Go see it.
He rappelled down like
Buy it, I
2
guess.
stories with a guy's intestines. But
yeah, it was awesome.
yeah, they brought up Postal 2 and said we have the right to protect our kids against this. And I read this argument.
So
that this
protect your
guy-
kids against us.
I read this
Against
argument that this guy brought up, and I'm like, that's why the rating system exists, you boobtard.
Well, you know what? It's like we have the right to protect our kids from this. Okay, protect your kids from it then.
Do something, you
Don't
moron.
expect us to do it.
Don't say the video game industry can't produce these games, or the video game industry can't sell these games at a place like Best Buy, just because
I think Best Buy should be able to sell porn.
They should
I
bundle it
don't-
with video games.
I don't know if Best Buy can sell porn or not, but I
Well,
don't think Best Buy
they
would
can.
want to.
I don't think they can, but if they want to, then they should.
Amazon sells porn.
It's the Postal 2 movie, game, and
And
porn
sure,
magazine.
Amazon does.
$2.
Amazon also sells sex toys.
Really?
I'd be
Yes,
surprised
they
if
do.
Wow.
They're hard to find, but they do.
How do you rate this item? 4 orgasms out of 5.
They're like under some health product thing. So they're like hidden on the website, but I've seen it.
This dildo is not meant to diagnose, cure, or treat any disease.
I think you can find. Whoa, easy there, Beavis. I think you can find
Beavis.
this stuff on. I think there's actually a section for that on eBay. It's once again very strictly hidden, but it is on there. Well, you know, at least they're not going after the producers of such video games. It's
they will.
obscene. It's terrible. It's filthy.
Like
Shut up.
like Jack Thompson has been doing for years.
That guy, yeah.
Fuck that guy.
With a spoon.
I did. He wasn't that good.
Wow.
Wow. I
I
don't
think
even
it's a
know
golf clap.
You'd be surprised.
I don't even know what to say to that, Blee.
I think it's a golf clap, but I already did it.
It will not be done again.
So have you told other people that your vehicle is now called the Mobile?
I have not.
Oh.
Because its window now works.
So it's
Oh.
not Windows Vista anymore?
No. It's always somewhat broken now.
So it's like Windows 7.
It's half fixed.
Anyway, yeah, if you're a gamer, you're listening to this, you need to stand up for video games for this. We need to make sure that the Supreme Court does the right thing and protects and upholds the First Amendment with this thing, you know?
There's a certain point where parents have to stand up and take responsibility for what their kids do. I mean, that's why they have kids. They're supposed to raise them to be upstanding adults. And
Yeah,
if
how
they
long
can't
does it
teach
take
them
to
how
look through
do
your
these things,
kid's
then-
video game collection? 10 seconds? Be like, oh, rated M. Can't play that. Gonna take that and sell it back to the game store.
Mhm.
Or just show that, yeah, I can't, kid, buy this, no, why, here, what happened?
My mom chewed my brother out once for playing. This is when I was away in college. My mom chewed my brother out for playing Devil May Cry, and it made no sense because my mom was never like really like fundamental or anything weird like that. But she picked it up, and I guess she assumed that Ian was turning into a goth or something because he was playing Devil May Cry. And she reads the box, she's like, "So is this what you're into now? Demons and demon slayers and devils and stuff?" And he, word for word, said, "Yeah." Not because he was particularly into that whole aesthetic, but just because it's like, oh, let's see how she reacts to this. And of course, she just glared at him and walked away. Said he was killing his father. Well, no, she didn't say that, but that would be funny.
I find it weird. I've as an admitted Postal
You're
2
killing
player,
me, Smalls.
I have never set someone on fire, urinated on them, and chopped their head off with a shovel.
No,
But
I
some
mean, you're
people
supposed to be
will.
able to do that in Postal too.
You can. And then you can kick the head around and have dogs follow you because you kick the head around and then they bring it back to you and drop it in front of you. There's no end to what you can do.
Aw, that's like grotesquely endearing.
It
That's
is.
awesome.
And that's why it would be a shame if you weren't allowed to buy it at all, even for adults. Or you'd have to go to a special
Story
store.
video games make the world a better place.
There's like games rated up to T and GameStop, and then like a special store with all the M-rated games where all the hardcore gamers go for the most part.
The game covers are there's no covers. It's just a white label with light blue lettering of what the game is. There's no art.
It's like stick figures stabbing each other.
It's a giant picture over the entrance glaring at you. They hand you a Bible on your way in.
Gideons standing around. They have to like give Gideons like an honorary pat.
Speaking
Wow,
of
this is
things that
bad.
are imaginary, has anybody ever actually seen a Gideon?
I don't even know what it is.
I
I heard
did
it's
actually.
like a small animal that lives in the Bible.
It looks kind of like a pigeon.
Oh, a pigeon that's been kept in the
Actually-
Bible.
I'm the resident church boy here, admittedly.
I
but-
believe in God,
But
so
but I actually did read a recruitment flyer for the Gideons once. It was interesting. They're basically evangelists, but instead of going around preaching, their whole mission is just to get Bibles to places where there weren't previously Bibles.
And that's
but have
not
you
too bad.
seen a
It's
Gideon?
kind of like a game of Othello. If you've ever played the board game Othello, you have to put your pieces down before. It's like kind of like a glorified tic-tac-toe game. The Gideon's kind of like that board game.
But have you ever seen a Gideon?
I'd imagine they probably have like a trunk, like a taper, kind of like an elephant's trunk but shorter, and antennae.
So they look like the pod people.
I was thinking more like something Dr. Seussish.
Okay.
Maybe they have an agreement with
The
Space
Gideon.
Trout.
I think the Gideons are imaginary.
Space
Because
trout is the reason that San Francisco illegalized Happy Meal. Space trout.
and did not legalize. They illegalized Happy Meals and then didn't legalize weed.
Yeah, what? Yeah. What? What? Yeah, what? What?
Which I don't care if they legalize weed or
I
not.
wish they would. At least then people would shut up about it.
Well, maybe when all the people who
Like,
have
all the
legal
pe-
weed go to
probably
get their
all
Happy
the-
Meals and don't get the toy with it, they'll get angry.
Probably
and,
like all the people
have to
that,
just
or a
weed
good
'cause
portion of the people that voted
disenchanted
against
with
it are like
society.
making money off of weed on the streets, and they know that'll stop.
Then if they legalized weed, and I kind of wish they. I don't smoke. I did once upon a time, but I don't at the moment. I don't anymore. But I kind of wish they would legalize it because it's way more annoying hearing people argue against it than it probably would be hearing people argue against it if it already was in place. I'd be like, yeah, well, you know what? You lost. I hate I hate hearing people argue against a position that always loses anyways. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're annoying.
Yeah, man, if weed was
Yeah,
so
there are some
totally
issues
illegal,
that
again,
I'm
I'd be
just-
so angry, man. I'm gonna go eat some gummy bears and get a Happy Meal. What? No toy?
Man, there are some positions that I don't care if you're for or against it. I'm sick and tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
Like gay marriage. I don't want to hear anything about gay marriage ever again. I'm sick of it. Don't tell me.
States' rights, not a federal matter, people. We'd have it in, and besides, even if they lifted the ban, we'd have it in maybe like 3 states. Whatever.
So-
that's cool.
So about what they have now?
Yeah, I don't understand what's with this whole political movement towards legalizing things that are still federally banned, and then being like, and then it just it's legal in the state even though it's illegal overall, and then it's like, and then it doesn't actually become struck down. It just kind of stop hearing about it. Then they try and legalize it again, and it's like, didn't you do that like 2.5 years ago, or are you just trying to?
No,
it's
no, we
funny
were
to
tending
me.
our gardens.
Gay people that voted for Obama because they thought he was for gay
And
marriage.
he's not.
And he's not. He's just slightly less against it than the other guy. And that's it, you know?
Yeah.
Man, we need to wrap
Like,
this
I'm
up.
gonna-
We're over an hour. So,
like
and I gotta
I
pay.
like pants.
pants. I do like pants. I wear them every day, actually. They should be banned because people enjoy them too much.
And
Yes,
I gotta
we must all
pay,
wear
so
shorts.
we gotta wrap this
I
up.
gotta go pay.
I say goodbye.
Okay, I say goodbye too. Yeah.
And I say goodbye.
Yes.
And we will talk to you guys next week.
On the show that is
Press the action button.
Be
Podcast
electronic.
on digital-delirium.com.
supersonic.